It is amazing to reveal some secrets of bee honey from the point of view of management. And to deal accurately with making the right decision, so let us now read honey in a different way. Mostly we will find that many people take a spoonful of honey every morning. It tastes delicious and cures many diseases as well. Many researchers and studies acknowledged this, of course, and here many did not think of the details of how the spoon of honey reached the mouth. Only what people heard about honey is that the bees fly to the flowers to absorb the nectar, and then go to their hive. To make honey from this nectar, after a period of time this honey is harvested, packaged, and then sold to the consumer. As the logic of things indicates, and this is what we might call limited knowledge. In fact, it is not so easy if we look at the issue closely and begin to think deeply in order to dive into the essence of the honey-making process. And in order to obtain some information about other facts that are surely hidden for many people. And because we assume the existence of such hidden facts. Let's start together to discover these facts. We must first assume that there is a close relationship between four elements, variables, that have different and complex links, but in the end, they become complementary to each other. This relationship exists between flower nectar, pollen grains, bees, and honey. Our second assumption is the existence of this complexity. Now, in order to know the details of this relationship, we must adopt one of the ways of thinking that enlighten us on the way. Such a way of thinking will address the issue of cause and effect, without neglecting the feedback resulting from this cause and effect. As well as we have to believe in the phenomenon of exchange positions between cause and effect. And take this as our third assumption, which means that a few seconds ago, or some minutes or an hour, whatever the time scale, the cause changed to be an effect. And that effect after the same time scale will become the cause of another effect. And so on in a sequential process. Now let's apply this phenomenon to the natural subtleties of making honey from this picture. The bees fly their way to the flowers, then land on the flowers and start sucking the nectar. Consider this as a cause. The amount of nectar on the flowers will obviously decrease. Put in mind that this is an effect. So it's normal for bees to leave these flowers and will land on other flowers to suck more nectar, etc. At the same time, bees leave pollen grains sticking to their legs on every flower they visit, so we'll take this as an effect, which helps in starting the flowering process. Think of this as a cause, which leads to an increase in the number of flowers later on. Consider this as an effect. And at the same time, it should be considered as the feedback, resulting from the exchange of positions between the causes and effects of this stage of nectar collection. On the return journey, the bee digests the absorbed nectar, cause, to make honey that will be stored in the hive, effect. And at the same time, this is the feedback, from the exchange of positions between the causes and effects of this stage of honey production. The conclusion indicates that each cause results in one or more effects, and each effect creates one or more other causes. And if the cause is of a positive nature, its resulting effect will be positive, and vice versa. Always associate your surroundings with things, thoughts, people, and events. And your thinking should be deeper and healthy about what your eyes catch, what your ears hear, or what you feel.